Business is not always easy. It gets really hard and tough. What do you do during the tough times? I'm going to share with you what I do right now. Thanks for tuning in to learn about what you do in business when times get tough. But before we get started, hit the subscribe button and ring the bell. That way you'll be notified every time we go live or we drop a new video. Okay, today we're going to talk a little bit about tough times and how we can stay focused during those tough times and continue to be successful. So here's a picture of Pikes Peak from my office, which is usually a beautiful view. Check that out. Well, today it's completely overcast and you can't see the mountain at all. But don't let gray skies get you down. Throughout it all, we have to remain positive because the sun will shine again. So when we're talking about difficult times, the ebbs and flows of business, just the normal everyday life of getting your job done, we all experience tough times. So that's the first point I have for you today is we all experience tough times, and do not compare yourself to somebody else. Somebody else is always going to have their own story to tell. That's not your story. What you can control is staying focused on your activity. A good example of that would be is that you're not getting the sales results that you want right now. And so times are tough. You're feeling the pressure of not performing. Well, if you continue to stay focused and know that everybody goes through this, your activity will lead you to the results that you want. That can also work against you. Your results are always measured by your activity. So if your activity is very low, if you are completely lazy and don't get your jobs done in a timely, consistent manner, then your results will reflect that. So to recap point number one, we're all experiencing tough times at some point or another. Don't let it get you down and don't compare yourself to others. So if you're working really hard and you're not getting the results that you need, it's time to focus on your activity. Measuring your consistent activity will lead you to the results that you want. So point number two is learn to measure your consistent activity and don't focus so much on the results. So when we spend the majority of our time focusing on the results that we're getting, it can put us in a dark place. The ebb and flow of business makes things kind of difficult to sustain. But when you focus on the activity, then you can see every month how much activity you're putting in, like how many phone calls you're making, how many meetings you're going to, how many appointments you're setting, and you can start analyzing that data, and that will lead you right to where you need to be successful. So learn to give yourself some credit, all right? You're not getting the results that you want, you're having a tough time, we all go through it. But at the end of the day, at the end of the month, you can look back and go, you know what, I was successful this month. I got all my activity done and I am super consistent. You're a winner. So to wrap up point number two, don't focus on the results as much as you focus on the activity. The activity leads you to the promised land, so definitely get to it, be consistent, and focus on that activity. Okay, for point number three, I hope you like this one. It works for me. Take time off to recharge. Whether it be play golf like I like to do, basketball, football, read a book, take some time to just recharge your batteries. And let me tell you why. When you don't recharge and you continuously push that ball uphill trying to get to your results, you start reaching for different things. And the only thing that's really going to get you there is sticking with the basics. The basics is what's got us here. Making the phone calls, going on your appointments, talking to new people. All the time that works. When you're not getting those things done, you start reaching at different straws and chasing shiny things, and those things always lead down rabbit holes. So do yourself a favor, take some time off, relax, come back to recharge, stick with the basics. All right, well, I hope this video helped you out. Please let me know in the comments box. Don't forget to recharge, don't forget to stick with the basics, and definitely measure your activity. In the meantime, subscribe to the channel, leave us a comment, make sure you share it with your friends and family. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Ronnie Haskins.